Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create the entire process chart, and I'm also going to show you the important formulas that are going to be used in the main examination. So this is something called as the brain dump. So in brain dump, you will put only the information which is going to be required by you. So it is all your personal choice what to put in your brain dump. So let's start. So we are only going to use the abbreviation and not the full form. Let's start with the process chart first. So you start creating the table. The first is your initiate. So here we have develop project charter, develop project management plan, direct and manage project work, manage project knowledge, monitor and control project work, perform ICC, and then we close the project. So let's start drawing it. So this is your initiating, this is your planning, this is executing, monitor and control, and this is your closing. So this is your integration process, and then you move to scope. So there is nothing in initiating, plan, scope, management, then you collect requirements, then you define scope, then you create your WPS, then you move to monitor and control, you that's validate scope, and then you control the scope. Then you move to schedule. The first is plan, schedule, management. Then you define the activities, then you sequence the activities, estimate uh, activity durations, then you develop schedule, and then you control schedule. After schedule, you move to cost, plan, cost management, estimate cost, determine budget, and then control cost. After cost, it is quality. So plan quality, manage quality, control quality. So you should use all this abbreviation, and then you move to your resource management. This is a trouble area for me. So plan resource management, estimate activity resources, estimate activity resources, then you acquire resources, then you develop team, and then you manage team, and then you control your resources. After this, you move to your communication. Only three things: plan communication, manage communication, and then it is monitor communication. After communication, it is risk, plan risk management. You identify risk. First is Q, qualitative analysis, and then quantitative analysis, and then you plan risk responses, then you implement risk responses, and then you monitor your risk. Then you move to procurement. In this, you plan your procurement, then you conduct, and then you control your procurements. Last is stakeholders, in which you identify stakeholder, then plan stakeholder engagement, manage stakeholder engagement, and then monitor stakeholder engagement. So this is the entire process chart showing all the 49 processes. The idea is whenever you whenever you have any question in your examination, you can directly refer to this entire chart, and you can easily ascertain whether the question belongs to validate scope or control scope, or is it talking about the determined budget process or manage quality, whatever it may be. So looking at this chart and looking at the question, you should be able to ascertain to which process the question belongs to. In the same way, I'll show you the formulas that are required for the examination. First is your schedule, the cost variance. CV is equal to EV minus actual cost. Schedule variance is equal to EV minus PV, and then CPI is EV divided by AC, SPI is EV divided by PV. Then you have your estimate at completion. There are four formulas over here. The first is actual cost plus bottom up etc, and then you have actual cost plus BAC minus EV, and then actual cost plus BAC minus EV divided by CPI, and then the fourth was actual cost plus BAC minus EV divided by CPI into SPI. Then you move to TCPI. This is nothing but your average. TCPI is BAC minus EV divided by BAC minus AC. Yeah, that's your TCPI. Another formula is BAC minus EV divided by EAC minus actual cost. After this, you have your estimate to complete. This is nothing but re-estimate, or there is another formula, estimate to complete EAC minus actual cost. Then you have variance at completion, which is nothing but BAC minus EAC. Then there are other formulas, which is like present value is equal to future, present value is future value divided by 1 plus R by N. And in the same way you have PERT, which is triangular or straight line, P plus M plus O by 3. Then the beta calculation is P plus 4M plus O by 6. Standard deviation is equal to P minus O by 6. Yeah, it's variance, it's called variance also. And then you have your float, total float, which is LS minus ES, LF minus EF. Late start minus early start will give you the total float. In the same way, late finish minus early finish will give you the float. And then you can also draw your stakeholder influence diagram, which is graph, which is like P and I, and here it is keep satisfied, keep informed, monitor, manage closely. And then I think this is pretty much which you will require for the examination. Now, what did I use for my exam? I created only this process chart. There was hard I and about 15 to 20 times I had to look at this chart to ascertain which process group and which process, exact process the question was asked me. This was not created by me, because the entire, if you start creating it, it takes a lot of time. It takes about 15 10, it eats away about 10 to 12 minutes. So you need to decide whether you actually require this or not, and if you require, only what is required for you. So you have to make your own judgment. So how did I develop such a good speed of writing all the 49 processes? I used to practice it daily. And that is how I developed it, this speed. And you will be surprised that I had the problem in this DT and MT, which is develop team and manage team, even till the last day, one day before the exam. So you have to continuously practice it so that you remember it. Okay. That's it, friends. Hopefully this makes sense to you, and thank you for watching this video.